I'd say so. I would say same. So breath is first, right? So the whole practice when we get into it and the frame of mind is we have to breathe first. Okay? And we have to take that inhale and let it go, ha. Okay? And that exhale represents letting go and and relaxing. So we call that sung or song. Okay? And you really want to study that. If out of all the Tai Chi, you can be more relaxed, you can let go, um, you can appreciate that and call that, have that ability to make yourself more relaxed when you need it, right? That's that's a wonderful benefit for all of us, right? And we all need to learn that. Um, and at the same time, when we get anxious, right, it's okay to be anxious. It's okay to have that outburst as long as remember to let it calm down and then start breathing and to let it go. We don't want to hold on to that. So we don't want to suppress it because that's holding on to it, but we don't want to live in that world for too long, right? That's holding on to it. So at some point we have to let it breathe in that clean air, that clean energy, exhale, and let it go and flush our body. So I came across an original a video. There's a, or at least there was a commercial DVD of Sun Lutang's daughter performing the original Sunset, and it's like 97 moves, something like that, 90 something moves. And it reminded me that the original forms, one of the reasons they did it for so long with all the repetitive moves is it gave you time to flush your whole body with chi through all the meridians, all the organs as much as possible. So if we do shorter forms, if you have the time, you just do the form again. Right? But the longer your practice is, then the more benefit for your body, where you're flushing and affecting as much of your body as possible. But that was one of the things Yang Chen Fu pointed out, that the Yang style long form, when you do it slowly, it gives you a chance to make sure you flush the chi through the whole body, all the meridians, all the organs, affect all the points and such. Yeah? But we do whatever we have time to do. Okay? All right, so again, start with the legs extended, and we want to learn how to open up the joints and relax. And imagine your legs extending, put your mind right in the joint of your qua, and imagine it falling and opening and sinking into the earth. And as you extend, relax. As you extend, relax. You want to keep that stretch. So as you relax, it stretches longer. Relax, it stretches longer from there. And then the upper body, imagine the spine expanding and stretching. And you're just helping it a little bit. And something grabs the top of your head and starts pulling you up. And if something pulls you up from externally, you relax and let go. So your body starts expanding. And then your shoulders drop. And the elbows are bent, the knees are relaxed, but your shoulders drop and your palms open up. And you start stretching your arms forward a little bit and open up your palms and stretch it forward a little bit, remembering to breathe. And then something grabs each fingertip and starts pulling, and you relax. So you let something else expand and do the work for you so you can relax. You can imagine you're relaxing 100%. Relax the facial muscles. Feel these muscles falling. You can physically feel them falling. And then think of your chest. Think of your heart. Think of that little sun rolling around and floating inside of the center of your chest. It's warm and cool, putting out energy to your whole body, sending energy to wherever it needs it. And it's being powered by the sun in the sky. So imagine the sun in the sky and a thin little thread of energy coming down through the top of your head, tip of your tongue on the roof of the mouth to help channel it down. And it's powering up that little sun in your chest. Okay? You can also send that energy anywhere you want to, just with your just with your intent. So we want to set those things in, and while we're practicing, just remind yourself to reset all those things every so often. Relax, expand, connect, let something else expand you so you can just relax. Take a small breath. Feel the shoulder blades expand. And let it go. One more small breath, just shoulder blades. A third small breath. And not really a small breath, but the smaller movement. Okay? And then drop your shoulder blades and breathe in and do that larger movement, picking up the arms, thinking way up in the sky. Connect to the sun in the sky. And as you exhale, relax the wrist. Use the fingertips to help guide the chi down through the body. Guide the thread of chi to the sun in your chest, through the heart. Flow the chi into the earth. Feel it exit into the earth from your feet. No resistance. No resistance on the top of the head. No resistance on the palms and the fingertips. No resistance on the bottom of the feet and the toes. So the chi can flow from the earth through your body and from the top of your head up into the sky. And from the palms and fingertips to anywhere around you. Breathe in from the ground. Imagine pulling the chi up. Come up from the spine, the neck, over the top of the head, and press and arch back and open. Just a little bit. Do it safely. Don't go too far. Slowly walk the feet back in so just the bottom of the feet are touching. The toes are up, and you just have to press the toes into the earth and expand again. Breathe in and out. Drop the shoulders, elbows, just about the heart. Lift the sternum. Flow the chi into the earth. Pull the chi up. Breathing in, flowing up through the spine, the neck, above the head. Press, arch back a little bit, and open. Open the chest and the rib cage. Start imagining you flowing the chi through the bones, stimulating the bone marrow. You're washing the bones. Imagine the blood flowing through the bones. As the chi and the blood flow through the bones, they stimulate new bone production and they stimulate new blood production. Red blood cells, white blood cells. The bones getting stronger and thicker. One more time. The chi is continuously stimulating every bone of your body. And just take your time. Press and arch back a little and open and down. And then come up from the side and train your eyes to stare way out at the horizon and mountaintop. Breathing in, drop your shoulders and elbows and exhale. Lift the sternum. Gather. Just stare way out at the mountaintop. Just imagine. Just use your your intent, your imagination. Drop your shoulders. Just think of the move. Let the head turn, let the body turn. Don't restrict the movement. Stretch the fingertips and gather. Scooping down. You're saturating the whole body. Deep breath. And you're wringing out the whole body. Squeezing, twisting all the muscle tissue from the head to the toe. And then think of the joints. The ligaments and tendons. Twisting, wrapping, squeezing. Slowly letting go, everything rushes back in. And then think of the bones, twisting, wrapping, squeezing, wringing out every bone of your body. Slowly let go, bring everything back. Expand, let everything fall back into place. Look straight ahead, lift the sternum. Let all the tension go so your toes will pop up a little bit. The tip of your tongue behind the upper teeth, just touching the upper palate, that will help to make that connection for the chi to run, make that physical connection for the chi to run, just be a little bit more efficient. Use the ha to breathe in and to exhale so your lower belly expands and contracts. Remember, everything in the world, everything in the Tao, the whole universe expands and contracts. Even solid objects, when we think are solid, they can expand and contract. So your breath, you're breathing in, is expansion and contraction. Let every joint, every part of your body relax. Sung the joints. Relax the joints as you expand. Turn your palms forward. Drop your shoulders. Look straight ahead. And when you're ready, we're going to begin on the inhale. The first warm up for our neck. So breathing in, when you're ready, feel the fingertips being pulled forward. Wash the face. Turn the palms and exhale. Lift the sternum. Just before the knees, feel that pressure build up and just drop the head to open up the neck. While you're exhaling, finish the breath in continuous motion, being pulled. Wash the face. Turn. Exhale. Lift. Right as you hit that right angle, feel that little compression and then down. Breathing in. And out. If you need to take an extra breath, just take an extra breath. Just breathe naturally. Sometimes when I do it slow, I'll breathe in and then I'll exhale and then I'll breathe in and then I'll exhale. Again, I'll breathe in, exhale, breathe in, exhale. And then sometimes it's that longer breath where you breathe in and then exhale. And relax. The main thing is, for what we do, I don't want you to hold your breath. So if you're breathing in and you don't have capacity, don't stop breathing and wait for that movement. Just relax and exhale. You'll find you'll start adapting the speed of your movement, and eventually you'll just get back in sync. So we say natural breathing. Okay, number 2, one hand up, one hand down, fold, looking at the fingertips. Remember the lower hand, as we move, we want to let it go. The lower hand is going to be washing the forearm, picking up all that junk, and then relax, relax, relax. Send it 6 feet into the earth to clean out, and then it's going to pick up, and then the other side, pick up all that gunk, and just let it flow out of your fingertips like water. Okay? So we start in front of the heart. One hand up, one hand down, looking at the fingertips and breathing in. Turn the head as much as you comfortably can and exhale. Come up from the elbow. Palms are open, fingers are stretched. and exhale. Breathe in. Look at the second finger, second line. And exhale. And breathe in. Let the bottom hand go. And exhale. And on the third one, stare out at the mountaintop or horizon. Breathe in. And exhale. Breathe in. Let the bottom hand go. And exhale. Come back to center, to the throat. One open and close. Just the shoulder blades moving. Drop the elbows, turn the palms, lift the sternum. Feel that compression and down. Shoulder blades fold. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lower bottom point of each shoulder blade. Squeeze and then pull them up and over, turning the palms and forward. And only think about the lower inside corner of each shoulder blade. Just breathe naturally. The arms are hanging straight down, just gently rubbing against the body, or just rubbing lightly against your clothes. And then come forward and breathe. Nice deep breaths. There. Yeah, arms down, turn. Yeah, shoulders. And all the way down. Relax and do one side, left or right. Let your waist turn, let the head turn. Squeeze. Roll the shoulder blade. Roll the shoulder joint. Just manipulate the scapula. Just put your mind in that lower inside corner of the scapula. That's the only point you're moving, the only point you're controlling. Everything else is just following that motion, that movement. Come forward. All the way down. Relax. And do the other side. You're going to feel the shoulder blade squeezing and then stretching open as you come forward. Pull that shoulder blade open. Let the head turn. Let the waist turn. Trying to release all that tension we store up in the shoulders, in the shoulder blade, in the muscles under the shoulder blade. And then 3 times forward, front to back. The hands that resting, you want to keep the palms open and the fingers stretched and extended. All the way down. Relax, and then 2 sides back to front. All the way down and front to back. Keep the palms and the fingers stretched. Right, throughout the whole movement, the whole practice, we're trying to expand the body in every direction. That's create that myofascial release. Okay, loose circles, just swing. Yeah, this is more of a break, just to shake out those muscles. Yeah, loose. Okay, and then slow it down. Okay, and then we put it back together. Now it's Qigong again. So leading with the mind, thinking of the movement, and letting the breath and the movement coordinate, letting the blood follow the Qi, but leading everything with the mind with intent. So I'm always talking about no resistance. So The Qigong, we say, starts with the E, right? With intent, and everything follows. But what the Tao is saying is that the E follows the Tao. So you don't want to resist the Tao. You want to study nature, right? And you want to eliminate as much of that resistance as possible. And in that way, you can store your energy, you can save your energy, you can blend into nature, you can reduce the conflict. I don't know how many lifetimes that takes to do. Breathe in and pull the spine one way, and let the joints go. Pull the spine the other way, breathing in, and let it go. So every time you exhale, use the ha. And as you exhale, let the joints go. Just let the joints drop. And the hands can fall slowly or quickly, but the joints, just let them go. Right, sung the joints. One last time. And just let it go. Let all the tension drain out through the fingertips into the earth. Hold the ball, moving to the spine. One hand up, one hand down, then separate. Relax the wrist. Like something pulling on the fingertips. No resistance with the wrist, the elbow, the shoulders. Feel that pull going through the shoulder blades, connecting fingertips and toes and spine and rib cage. Slowly expand. Let the spine open up. Let the muscles stretch. Take a deep breath and expand. And exhale. Stretch the fingertips. Wash from the elbow through the forearm, through the pericardium channel, and back down. So just empty out that lower hand. Feel the shoulder blades connect. Just slowly stretch and breathe. So sung every vertebrae, every joint between the vertebrae, and let go. And just let it expand. At the same time, you're letting it fall into place. Take a deep breath and expand. And right in front of the heart. Then breathe in. Finish the breath. And when you're ready, exhale. Stretching the palms, stretching the fingertips. Right in front of the heart, polishing the heart. Washing through the forearm. Stimulating the 5 elements and the 10 organs as you wash through the forearm. Imagine the spine expanding from the tailbone all the way to the top. Last one, breathe in. And last one this side. Breathe in. And turn the palm and drop the elbow. And make the palms really nice and large. And turn the waist. Turn, turn, turn. Lift and fall. Breathing in. And breathe in and coil. Release the neck. And and then turn. And turn. And breathe in and coil. And
Leave it or now.
And breathe in. And Last one, breathe in. And back to the solar plex. Breathe in. And out. And then turn the palms and hold the ball. Doesn't matter which hand is up and down. But as you coil, turn towards your upper elbow. Breathe in, wind up that ball. Polish the heart. Just let the joints go. Breathe in, coil, let the waist and the neck turn, and breathe in. And coil and exhale. And breathe in and coil and let go. One more time each side. Breathe in. Let the head turn, the waist turn, and last time this side. Come back to solar plex. Turn the palms and lift the sternum and down. Yeah. You slowly bring one leg back in at a time. Sink, right? Press that leg into the earth. Sink into here and relax. And then sink into this hip joint. Press this leg into the earth. Touch down, relax. And we'll have that sink right from there. Okay, palms. Imagine pulling the chi up. So just rest the leg. No intent on the leg. No intent to press. No intent to lift. Just rest. So pull the chi up out of the earth. And you're creating a suction. See if you can feel a little change in pressure in the bottom of the feet. And then let it go. Press it down. And see if you can feel that change in the bottom of your feet. It's just subtle changes. Back of the hands being pulled. Back of the hands being pulled and sucked upwards. And back of the hands being pressed down. No resistance. Right, so just imagine and don't resist that. Bottom of the hands being pushed up. No resistance. Bottom of the hands being pulled down. There. Okay. And we're going to add the legs. Yeah, they're just plain outside. So come and sit down. Yeah. Okay. So remember, even though in the chair, it's like practicing walking, right? We're going to release. We're learning how to release one leg and bring it back and forward. So every time the foot touches down, let the hip joints go. I mean, let the hip joints go. The leg that's landing will just sink. Right? And then as you sink into the other side, they'll pull the other heel up as you let go. So you have this boom, boom, right? And so letting go will allow the leg to land nicely, will allow the other leg to start freeing itself up. Okay, hands and legs. And then don't worry about the coordination with the hands and legs. I go off all the time. If I'm focusing just on legs, my hands were going to do whatever they want to do. If I'm focusing on hands, I might go a little off. Okay? So it takes a lot of conscious effort to maintain a strict structure in the form. So if they go off from what I'm doing, don't worry about it. Just let it go. And then you just, later on, you can think, oh, why did that happen? And it's okay. Yeah. Because a strict structure is just one way. It's just practicing that kind of timing. All right, pull one leg up. Bring it out like you're pulling the knee up. Set it forward, down. Right when you touch down, let go. Right? And then switch, back leg comes up, pull the knee up high and back down. As soon as it touches, let go. And the front leg can release. And try to keep the whole body upright. As soon as it touches down, let go. And then the other leg can initiate. So in the beginning, it might be a jerky motion, and that's okay. And as you start to understand that it's just that hip joint, the whole body can start smoothing out the motion without giving up what you're doing. Keep the head suspended so that the body is upright and expanded. Only pick up the leg as high as you comfortably can without affecting the upper body. And just breathe naturally. When you breathe naturally, that coordination will just naturally come out a lot of times. And the standing leg, make sure it's being pressed into the earth. Pressing, 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 and release, and the other leg presses. Hold the ball, come back to center. Right, bring it down to your lower dantian, to the sacral, one open and close. Drop one knee, just let it drop, and pull the spine the other way. Turn the palms facing side, and breathe in as you reach and turn your spine and open up the hip joint. And and drop the other knee and pull the spine the other way. Sweep the palms, breathe in and extend, just like sliding against a wall, like you have a wall right next to you. You can take a bigger step if you want. Breathe in and exhale, bring it back. Breathe in, let the waist turn, let the spine turn. Come back, and you can take a bigger step. And the primary warm up is for the hips, for the pelvic, and the pelvic, hip joints, the quad. You only do what's comfortable. Remember the legs, only do what's comfortable. And the more you can extend the leg, and the more range of motion you have, even in the chair. But only do what's safe and what's comfortable for you. Okay, go back to a smaller movement, whether it's just dropping your knee or small step, just to warm down a little. And come back to center. One more time, breathe in and out. Turn the palm, loose fist, lightly against, resting on the hip bone. Right, loose fist. You press one foot into the sink into the hip joint, left or right. As soon as the other foot releases, come up. Opposite fist, opposite leg. Right in the center. Heel first. Just stretch the heel, push the heel and the fist, push the knee down. Stretch the back of the knee, and then wind it up. Tuck the elbow and rub against the rib cage. And set it down. Transfer. Other side. Pick up the knee and push the heel and the fist, and then push the knee down. Stretch the back of the knee, and then wind it up. Tuck the elbow in, rub against the rib cage. Add the foot pump. Heel, knee, foot pump. And take your time so the joints can open, the muscle tissue can stretch. The foot pump. Use the hands to help pick up the leg. Open palm for the last part. Extend the fingertips. Pull the spine. Lift. Keep the head suspended. Keep the standing foot pressing into the earth. Lift. One more time each side. Yeah, make sure you're gently stimulating that rub against the rib cage on each side of your body. One side is stomach, one side is liver. Stomach, spleen, liver, kidney. And slowly let go. Take a small breath. Hold the ball. Pick up one leg. Pick the knee up, 45, and heel, up, and toe. The palms are just lightly stretched, holding that ball right in front of the heart. Think of that little sun. You're cradling that little sun. Right? And the other side, let go, press, sink into the hip joint to release the other leg. So every movement you try to practice this. Right? Find your qua. So Sung is important. Finding your qua is important. Figuring out how to release the hip joint, letting everything go is important. You want to study full expansion and full contraction, right? 100%, 0%. Okay, and then come back to center and relax. Just shake it out. And then pull the heels up, just the heels. Just stretch the bottom of the feet. And give the muscle tissue in your feet a chance to stretch out and release. And you have plantar fasciitis, this is a nice exercise, a nice stretch to add to help combat the plantar fasciitis. And no upper body's relaxed. You can, if you want, you can practice expansion of the upper body, but just let it go. Focus on the plantar fasciitis. Okay, so I've reminded you about that and the relationship to one of the yoga stances. I don't know what it's called, but in the yoga, when the foot is placed here, right, and the hands are up, right, don't make it about balancing and locking the body. Make it about expanding and stretching, and the bottom foot pulling that heel up, exactly what we're doing in the chair. So this is being extended, the leg is sinking into the earth, top of the head is expanding, the quad has to be loose so that the body can expand the way, the hip can open up, and you want to draw the heel up against the body. So don't make it about bracing and locking, right, and balancing. Don't make it that kind of strength, right? Make it pulling and stretching and releasing, muscle stimulating, developing blood flow and circulation, right? And then when your hands come up all the way, you can feel the upper body expanding, the lower body has to expand into the earth, has to release, and the heel is pulling and drawing up from here. And you can do it with different kind of mudras and such, where you're coming up and holding, but that's a whole another section. Yeah? So if you do yoga and you do that stance, think about it differently. It's a stretch, it's expansion, and it's a stretch for the bottom of the feet as well. You're pulling that heel up to help release the plantar muscles. Okay. All right. So even though we're seated, right, our legs are practicing that expansion. We can just hold it there, or we're just trying to create that stretch, and hopefully it starts to release, 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 release. Okay? From there. Oh, it's getting hot. It is hot. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So relax, reset your body. Take a few circling breaths, gathering breaths. Right? Imagine flushing out, removing any blockages we might have created while stretching. Okay. Let your body move. Let your body wiggle. Imagine every joint moving and free, not locked. Okay. So before we run through the extended 41, okay, remind about the vibration, right? The vibrating palm. So if you're just doing this movement, basically the first warm up, right, and down, and you don't have to drop all the way down, but just picking it up and like washing the face and turning. When you come here, this motion, imagine the shoulder blades are pushing out. So the shoulder blades are pushing out and it releases. And then when you come here, spiral, twist, really, really stretch the fingertips, spiral, right? And then coming up and washing, stretching, expanding, coming down and starting to release, and then lift the sternum from here. Okay? And as you come out, you want to vibrate your fingers. So you start vibrating your fingers, so breathing in, and as you come out, vibrate your fingers, vibrate your palm. Okay? So you control the vibration first, right? And then stretch and spiral and breathe in, expand and let go a little bit, and then vibrate. So right now the vibration is coming, right? You're controlling the palm and fingers. And eventually you'll feel that vibration throughout the whole movement. So even as you're winding up the vibration, right? So just make the palm and fingers vibrate. As you get the palms and fingers vibrating, imagine that the vibration is coming from the elbows. So the elbows are vibrating, right? And it'll change the feel of the palm and the fingers, and that's okay. But just imagine it's the elbows that are vibrating. That's the E, the intent. The elbows are vibrating. And as you get used to that, then imagine it's the shoulders that are vibrating. It can just be the whole shoulder joint, right? It can be coming from the scapula, but it's the shoulders that are vibrating. And then it's going to change how your palm and fingers vibrate. And as you get used to the shoulders vibrating, where we want to end up is the heart's vibrating. So now just imagine that the heart is vibrating. And remember, this is just intent. You're not trying to shake the shoulder, you're not trying to shake the elbow, you're not trying to shake the heart. You just imagine that they're vibrating. Just think that the heart is vibrating. And it's transmitting out through the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the palm, and the fingers. And you just let the palm and fingers vibrate as a result of the heart vibrating. Okay? So heart is farthest away from the palms and fingers, right? So shaking the palm, shaking the fingertips, that's the most physical, that's the most concrete. Okay? And then you imagine the elbows vibrating, right? So it starts to get farther away. So it's not as dynamic, right? It's not as physical as dynamic, but it's still there. And then you imagine the shoulders vibrating. So this vibration gets softer, but it's still there, right? But it's coming from here, and then it's flowing. So all of this is starting to relax. And then you vibrate the heart, and then all of this can relax. So heart is vibrating. Everything else has to sung, has to expand and relax. And then energy will flow from the heart out through the palm, out through the fingertips. So instead of just wildly shaking the hand, that vibration gets more refined. Okay? And then you could take it another step where you remind yourself that you're connected with that sun energy flowing down, right? It's feeling the sun in your heart. It's feeling your heart, right? And that energy comes from there. So I haven't taken it there yet, but we probably could. We could imagine, if heart vibrating, it's being fed from the sun, and whatever vibration from the sun is coming down and transmitting, right? Then if something else is causing the vibration, we just relax and let everything go. Okay? So just a few times, just start the palms and fingers vibrating first. Just shake the palms and fingers vibrating. And then elbows vibrating. Just imagine the elbows vibrating. And then imagine the shoulders vibrating. And then imagine the heart vibrating. And then imagine the sun in the sky feeding that energy down through the sun in your chest, through the heart. And that's what's causing the vibration. So the sun is vibrating and it's sending that energy down. So everything can relax and respond. And finish your last movement and down. So as we do the form today, think about that, right? Don't worry about, am I doing the right sequence? Is my hand correct? Is the form correct? Focus on vibrating. So just go back and forth wherever you want, right? Could be palm and fingers vibrating, could be elbows vibrating, could even be wrists vibrating, right? You see how I'm going through the joints. So you just think of each joint and then the heart, and then think it's coming from the sun, And you can stay in one place for as long as you want. And you can also, if the heart is vibrating, right, you can start fine-tuning how much everything is vibrating at the same time. And it'll change the effect on here. Okay. So in the beginning, just get the palm and fingers vibrating. All right, take a small breath. And just take a few nice breaths to let the body settle down. Not not worrying about what we're going to do, just let everything settle down. Not overthinking, just breathe. Just let go. Let the facial muscles go. Smile from the heart. Slowly open the eyes, open the palms. Relax the wrists while the palms and the fingertips stretch. Just imagine the palm and fingertips just starting to have a little vibration, not much, just waking up. Take a small breath before we begin. Let it go. And then begin commencement. Breathing in, picking up the ball of chi, waking it up and bring it to your heart. And exhale. Roll it away and down. Bring it into the body from underneath, from the root. The forearms are gently rubbing against the rib cage. Press it out, expand, and contract. Open and close at the heart. Single whip. Breathe in and turn to your right. Rising, stretching. Breathe in and ha. One cell. Drop the right hand. Now start vibrating the palm and the fingers. Doing cloud hands. Pull the spine. So you turn all the way 45 and let go. Palm and fingers vibrating. Look at the second finger, second line for this. Look out at the horizon, the mountaintop. Palm and fingertips vibrating. Come back to the center. Go 45, then center. Heart, lift the sternum. Sink the air, sink the chi down. And then left side. Pull the spine, pull the fingertips up. Rising, breathing in. Single whip. Look at the fingertips. Left hand down, one cell. Imagine the wrist or the elbow vibrating. Make sure you pull the spine so you're 45 before you let go. Second finger, second line, eye level. Third time, look out at the horizon. Elbows vibrating. Come back to center. Lift the sternum. Brushing the knee on the right side. Pull the spine to the right, hand up, fingers forward, breathing in, and shoulders vibrating. From here, right? Keep on turning. The hands come center like you're catching, and release. Hu pipa, shoulders vibrating. Twist to the left, right hand under the elbow. Okay, shoulders vibrating. Breathe in and parry. Cover. Breathe in, Pull the spine. Breathe in, Pull the spine. Pull the spine until the fist touches the rib cage. Let go, Rolling back. Gather. Now block and close in double palms. Shoulders vibrating. One open and close. Left side. Pull the spine. Fingers stretched and forward. Brushing the knee. Palm. Wash. Just let that other hand drop. Keep on turning. Now start thinking of your heart vibrating. And from here, you choose what's vibrating. Cover. Breathe in and grab, pull the spine to the right. Let go. Squeeze the fist. Pull the spine to the left until the fist touches the rib cage. And let go. Block. Rolling back. It's the block. Gather as a close. Double palms. It's like a push. Come back to center. Next section. Right, start from the left side again. Breathe in. Your left. Brush knee. Pull the spine. Let the lower hand release. Leisurely tighten the coat. Release. Turn and out. Turn and release. Turn and rise. Coiling. Turn. Expand and release. Double palms. Open and close right at the heart. Single whip. Turn to your right. Turn. Breathe in. Rising. And drop the right hand. Coil the spine. Coil the palm. Breathe in. Release. Bottom hand holds a fist. Drop both elbows. Pull the spine to the right. Breathe in. Punch. Lower hand. Squeeze the fist and then let go. Lift and fold and pull the spine to the right. Pulse monkey. Fingertip. Brush the knee. Lift the sternum. Let the lower hand go. Keep on turning. Drop the elbows. Repulse monkey left. Fingertip first. Then heel of palm and bottom hand. Let's go. Lift the sternum. Repulse monkey right. Breathe in and exhale. Lift the sternum. Pull the spine. Leisurely tighten the coat. Release. Pull the spine. Release. Pull the spine and coil. Release. Pull the spine and coil. Release. Pull the spine and expand while you're coiling. And release. Lift the sternum. One open and close. Heart, lung, Qigong. Right side. Your right side. Brush the knee first. Breathe in. Lift the sternum. Turn. Leisurely tighten the coat. Breathe in. Release. Breathe in and turn to the right. Release. Turn. Release. Lift and tuck the elbows. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Big wind up. Double palm. Release. Single whip. Left side. Breathe in. Drop the left hand and coil the spine. Coil the palm. Breathe in. Release. Drop the elbows. Turn the spine to your fist under elbow. Breathe in. Release. Lift. Repulse monkey left. Breathe in. Turn. Fingertip. Tap the heart and then the palm. And then keep on turning. Drop the elbows in. Then repulse monkey so the left hand washes down. And continuously washing the elbow and flushing. through the pericardium system. Breathe in. Lift. Leisurely tie the coat. Turn. Breathe in. Release. Release. Turn. Release. Turn. Release. Turn and expand. Release. Closing. Drop the shoulder, drop the elbow, turn the palm, breathe in, lift the sternum, vibrate from the heart. Imagine the heart vibrating, and the whole ending. Breathe in, small breath. Press one foot into the earth, sink into the hip joint, release the other leg, pull the knee up, bring it back. As soon as you touch down, let go of the claw, and then transfer. Sink into that hip joint, pressing into the earth. As soon as you touch down, release, and then press both feet, expand, breathe in, and let go. Breathe in, gather, bring everything back to center, expand, and release. Imagine you flushing the chi through the whole body, through the central channel, the spine, flushing all the bones, all the joints, all the tendons and ligaments. Gathering from the sky, from the sun, and exhaling through into the earth. Let everything go. Small breath, just the shoulder blades. Breathe in. Bring the left foot and the right foot together. So just the ankles touch. Imagine as the ankles touch, it's stimulating the kidneys. One more breath. Breathe in and down. Rest the hands and the palms on the lap. Just touch the knees. So touch the ankles and the knees. And imagine that it's stimulating that flow of energy up from the tailbone up through the spine. And while you're doing this, listen to the bell. We'll end with our bell meditation. Just the ankles, just the inside of the knee touching. Slowly opening your eyes, rubbing your hands together. Relax your legs. Right? Move around, move your hips. On every joint being able to move. Our tailbone, our sacrum, those last few joints, right? They merge and they fuse together. But you still imagine there's movement. Just imagine you have control over every bone in your tailbone and they can move. Yeah. Warm up your eyes. Brush your scalp. Tap. the back. Pull the muscle away from the neck. Up and down, side to side. Just drop the elbows. Drop the arms. Pull the ears. Gently pull on your earlobes. Go from top to bottom. And then end with pulling down. You're stimulating all those points. Yeah? Okay. Just slapping, cup your hand, loose wrists. And if you did this all the time, you can use this as a conditioning where you could start slapping harder and harder. So it could be not just to help the circulation and the flow of chi and to unblock, open up the meridians, but at the same time it could be a conditioning. Right? So as we get older, we're not as physical, right? We don't bump into things. We're just not as physical, right? So our body forgets, right, how to deal with those bumps, and we get bruised really easily. So we get bruised really easily because they say, oh, our skin is getting thinner, that sublayer of that fat layer is getting thinner, so there's no cushioning. But it's also the body responding, where when you get hit, the chi runs away. So when you have a lot of chi and you're conditioning, right, the body gets used to that, and the chi just goes there, right? It doesn't bruise. But as we get older, we're just not that physical. So this kind of slapping can help to keep some of that up from there. Okay, last one. Nice, 3 times. Nice large breath. Imagine every joint expanding, top of the head reaching up to the sun, the bottom legs sinking into the earth, and relaxing. Smile from the chest, smile from the heart while relaxing all the facial muscles. No expression, no physical expression in the face. Just smiling from the heart. Expanding and connecting. Right hand, left hand. Breathing in and out. Okay. That was a nice practice. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Susie. All right, Val, we have to find out about the baby.